Decided to sign with Brewton-Parker. He's going to wrestle there and go into middle school education, hopefully get into coaching. Maybe down the road we can bring him back on staff, so we're real proud of him. State placer this year, finished 6th in the state, and Coach Mitchum, those guys are really excited to have him. We're really proud of him and just excited to see how his career plays out in college. So congratulations, Luke, and proud of you.
All right, Luke, tell me about this opportunity for you to go to Brewton-Parker and wrestle at the next level.
Well, it's a great opportunity in my opinion. I'm glad Coach Durham let me have the opportunity, and also Coach Mitchum from Brewton-Parker for giving me the opportunity to go wrestle and do school for 4 years over there too.
Was it important to you, because you've been so involved in athletics for so many years, to stay involved? Because, I mean, this is something you're used to and you probably really like.
Yes, sir, I really like it. I started in 6th grade and I've worked my way up, and now I play football, baseball, and wrestling. And then I just started track. I wasn't going to do anything this spring because I was just going to work, make money. But then Coach Farrell asked me to do track, so I was like, I'll do that. And so I can't stay away from sports.
How did you get involved in wrestling?
In 6th grade, they gave us the sign-ups, and I was like, I've never done it before, and I wanted to try it. And then I just stuck with it, and I just kept liking it, and I just turned out I loved it.
Did you improve gradually, or did you improve a lot, let's say, when you got to high school?
I improved a lot when I got to high school. When we were little kids, I was just really learning it when I was in middle school. And then by the time I got to high school, and then my junior year, it just soared off.
What do you like about it? Because it's a challenging sport, it's a very physical sport, and it's kind of a grind when you're in the wrestling room every day.
It is a grind, and then you just have to, it makes you tough, it makes you mental, and it builds character for life.
And what are your goals going to Brewton-Parker?
Be an NAIA All-American, and then graduate college and come back here and coach and teach.
Have you followed college wrestling much, and have you noticed much of a difference between college and high school wrestling?
I've watched the NCAAs this past, and I can really tell anything happens because there's a bunch of upsets, but other than that, there's a bunch of, you have to be tough, and you have to be over, and instead of 6 minutes, you have to make it 7 minutes.
And how about your style? How would you describe it?
Very defensive wrestler. I'm going to have to learn how to scramble and not let shots get taken on me next year.
What are your high points and what are your big highlights, you think, from your high school career at Toombs County?
Well, I'm always about to get pinned and just turn around, flip the guys, and pin them myself.
And I guess being a state placer as a senior?
Yes, sir. It's a big thing. And me losing my last match for 6th place got a bad taste in my mouth, so I'm going to college so I can redeem myself.
Has wrestling made you a tougher kind of athlete?
It has. It's helped me a lot. And then Coach Marsh coming this year has helped me grow into a great football player, and then wrestling and getting 6th in state.
You like the fact that you're staying around home?
Yes, and it's only 20 minutes away from my house, so it helps. And then I can still come over here and watch football and wrestling and all that, and still keep in touch.
What are you going to do academically?
Be a middle school teacher and then come back and coach and teach.
All right, is anybody embarrassed to take a picture with Cam and his family? Got everybody? So obviously we're proud of Cam as well. Having both guys going to the same school, working together is a big deal, and it'll probably help them keep each other accountable and make sure that they're doing right. But we don't ever have issues with these guys in terms of character or work ethic. We're super proud of the men that they are, the men they're going to become through wrestling in college. Great careers here, and happy to have them close to home so we can follow the next level. So Cam's going to do the same. He's wrestling at Brewton-Parker, going to major in middle grades education, and hopefully be coaching wrestling and football here in a few years. So real proud of him. Glad to have Coach Hightower here as well.
It means a lot. I've been wrestling since the 1st grade, and it's amazing to get 4 more years out of it.
And you really seem to turn it on, especially in your senior season. Why did you become such, I guess, a better wrestler this year than you have been in the past?
Different coaches, and weightlifting really helped me out.
And what do you think are your highlights as you head to Brewton-Parker from your wrestling career?
I got 2nd in area this year, and was 1 match away from going to state.
And what do you want to do at Brewton-Parker as far as improving your on-the-mat abilities and what you would like to accomplish there?
I'd like to be an All-American.
How much work do you think that's going to take? Because this is a challenging sport, isn't it?
Yes, sir. It's going to take a real lot. But if I put my mind to it, it'll all be good.
What have you learned about the Brewton-Parker wrestling program?
I know they got a pretty good staff, and they sent 4 to nationals last year.
Who's the coach?
Tim Mitchell.
Do you know him well?
I met him one day when we went to visit.
What kind of style will he be teaching? Will it be similar to what you've learned here?
I'm not real sure about that one, but I think in college everybody really has their own style, and they don't really change it up too much.
What are your best abilities as a wrestler?
I have a pretty good shot. It's called the dump.
And how about going to Brewton-Parker with Luca? You think that's going to help you?
Oh yes, sir. Having somebody I know, having somebody to help push me and stay in school.
Now, what do you want to do after, like, let's say college? What are you going to major in, and what are your future goals?
I'm going to be a middle grades education and a history teacher, and I hope to come back here to Toombs and be on the staff.
What's it going to be like for you to be a one-sport athlete now?
I think it'd actually be better because I can only focus on that one sport. I don't have to bulk up for football, and I can stay at the right weight.
How do you describe your relationship with the sport of wrestling?
It's pretty much my whole life. I've been doing it since the first grade, and it's all I've known.
Why did you decide to become a wrestler?
I don't know. It just seemed fun, and I begged my mom to do it, and she let me do it. So I've been all uphill since then.
What is the hardest part about being a wrestler?
Staying disciplined, keeping the right mindset, and just not giving up on yourself.
Have you had to worry much about weight as a wrestler?
Not really. The beginning of my junior year, I had to lose like 15 pounds, but that was easy.
What weight class do you think you'll wrestle in college?
Either 184 or 197.